work for the government, UCLA, government, everything. So we have basically the perfect combination. You have my dad, who is a government employee. You got the 403B plans, and you got everything that you ever needed, right? And then after being in the military, especially, I mean, you get all these benefits. My mom is a dentist with a small business. So growing up, they always told me, especially being in a Filipino family, that you need to get an education because that's just how you'll be successful. And what I realized very quickly is that success is defined in different ways. And the way I defined success growing up here in America was basically, I wanted to be comfortable. You see, in our culture, being a Filipino, is that people will take the debt as long as you have the degree, right? And I basically said, my parents went to me and said, you know what, son, we're going to be 50 soon and turning 60 years old. We're not going to have enough money to retire here in the U.S. We're going to have to sell our office. We're going to have to take as many assets as we can and live in the Philippines. Go back to the province. They bought a property, did that, so on and so forth. So, I said to myself, I can't do that. And I really looked and saw how much it would cost to retire here in the U.S. At the age of 65, if you want to live in your same house with the mortgage and so on and so forth, you need to have at least $1.3 million in your retirement fund. $1.3 million to survive on $50,000 a year for 20 years. And that's assuming that your health is okay and everything's okay. So I got into this industry early, and once again, I was humble and coaching people. I didn't really make much at first, but eventually I got into this industry. I worked this business like a business. By the age of 19, what happened first is I saw this. I basically saw what happened to my mom and my dad, and then I went next door, and they had a Domino's. Our friend has a Domino's. It was robbed 3 times, and it was sold 3 times. So the new owner, I think he's Armenian, and he owns the Domino's. He's there 12 hours a day. So what I realized is that you can have a business, a traditional business. It was a Domino's. It was actually featured in a commercial, but you're working there every single day. He's there, my gosh, he's there all the time. He's there until 12 at night with his employees, telling them, here, take the $5 pizzas, walk around the beach and sell the pizzas because we need to make money. He finally was able to buy a new car, and I was like, wait a minute, you've been in that franchise for so long, a Domino's Pizza with a lot of foot traffic, and everyone's still just breaking even. So I realized this is that just because you have prestige doesn't mean you're making money. Just because you have a degree doesn't mean you're going to have the money. Just because it's so on and so forth, you're not going to make the money. And to compound it is that all that hard work, what happened is that I found out that most heart attacks happen on Monday morning. You see, you work so hard for 4 years of your life, and on Monday morning you can wake up to a heart attack. The reason is because of that. It's because you're so stressed out in work. You're so stressed out in your job. See, what's the point of working when you're unhealthy already? There's no point in having money to retire if you're not healthy, if you're around in a wheelchair. So, eventually I wanted to find something different. And I basically got the best advice, which is this: find someone who's rich. And I said, what do you mean? I said, find someone who's rich. And if you find someone who's rich, not just rich, but has the time freedom, you can be a doctor. But if you're a doctor who spends 12 hours a day, you never see your kids, you're having so large bills, your mortgage is $5,000, $10,000 a month, that's not really being wealthy. That just means you have a job that you're chained to, and you're chained to your debt. And I didn't care about having a Lamborghini. I didn't care about having all these huge things. I just wanted to be debt-free. I see my mom having $100,000 in debt now as a dentist. At least she has the prestige, right? But she's tired. She's getting sick all the time. It doesn't make sense to me. So I really wanted to help my parents out. I wanted to do all these things. And eventually I saw this show called MTV Cribs. And on this show, I saw a 13-year-old kid here in America who would bring his dad over to see it. And I was like, if those stupid people can do it, so can I. So I looked for the richest person I knew. And they said, you got to do 3 things. You got to invest in real estate, you got to invest in the stock market, and you got to do network marketing. And I didn't know I knew what the first 2 kind of were, but I didn't really know what the third thing was. And eventually, I found this company, and I found this industry. Because I was so passionate, I helped a lot of people get healthy. Because when I See, for me, the money was okay. It was great to hear, but when I heard, coming from a family that has a medical background, coming from a family of doctors and nurses and so on and so forth, I really wanted to help people. And I found that the more people I introduced this product, a lot of people, they may not have done the business, but they were getting healthier. They're saying, you know, Nate, I'm doing a 12-hour shift at the hospital, and I have all these joints and pains, and now I feel a lot better. I have more energy. I feel better. I have an army of people just doing that, just buying the products, and that's what made me the income today. By the time I was 19, I was averaging in between income-wise, cash flow profit. 19 years old, $20,000 to $30,000 a month in income, and I was able to visit the Philippines. I was on a few TV shows. I don't know if Filipinos are there. It's called WOWOW. We're on that TV show. We were helping out. We did a medical mission to help the poor over there. Gosh, I've been to China, I've been to Macau, did so many things. But my most proudest achievement is that I'm debt free. You know, I don't have to worry about a mortgage or things like that or a car payment. And it's all because I helped a lot of people. You know, I didn't really need to know about the compensation plan, all these other things. I just shared products that I believed in. I just said, here, you know, tita, tito, you know, auntie, uncle, try this product. If it works for you, great. And then people just got excited. They did a home, like what you're doing right now, they did a home meeting. And people got excited, and then people bought products, and a few people made money. A few other people made a lot of money. For a few people, they made financial freedom. For a few people, they made a few, say, $200 or $300 a month, and that was okay. But what mattered to me is that, you know, a lot of people, even if they weren't making money, they were getting healthier. And if they were getting healthier, they were more productive in their life. They felt better at home. They felt better after work. They felt better at work. They were able to be a lot more productive. So the keys here is this, guys, is that this is an opportunity. And what I really said to myself is, if it wasn't for this, what else is there out there? You know, really, what else is there out there? I'm not telling you to quit your job or quit school or doing anything. You know, this is a plan B or a plan C. This is something you do outside of what you're doing right now. And who knows where it can go. You know, with this compensation plan, what if you find one person who wants to really do this business and another person who wants to really do this business? You're making some money. What also matters is that you're helping a lot of people with these products. And as I've shown, you don't need to know a lot. All you need to know is that these products work. And as long as you're taking the products, you're going to feel good. You know, don't take those products that are crap that are in the store. You know, a lot of them don't work. You know, this company is research. A lot of people don't know this, but we're the only network marketing company that has 2 FDA health claim approvals. Meaning that because of our company's credentials, because of what Dr. Joel Wallach has done, he was able to successfully sue the FDA. And because of Dr. Joel Wallach, that's the reason why, you know, folic acid, they were able to have health claims for prenatal vitamins and so on and so forth. So the health of the science is there. You know, the science between it is there. Being able to have products that you can believe in is there. And that's all you need. If you want to join this company, if not just for the products, you know, become a lot healthier. Stop taking those products you see at the store, because a lot of times they're not helping you. They're really hurting you. They're not making any noticeable difference. And that's great. If you want to do something with this opportunity, and if you want to make money, here it is. I'm a 23-year-old guy. I've never had a job before. I was simply a college student. And, you know, I wasn't in business. I hated business. I'd always cry before a book report. You know, I didn't want to go up on stage or do any of those things. And I just wanted to really help people. And all I was enthusiastic. I shared my testimony. I shared the video. You know, we have a 13-minute video here that explains everything. You have Mr. Bernadette and Mr. William, who's able to explain, you know, 100% of the information. They're superstars in this company, and they're about to get a lot higher. So with that, I mean, I really appreciate you all being there to support them, because they cared enough about you to say, you know, this is my family, these are people I know and love. I want them to see what we're doing, and even if they don't join, at least they'll see. And now you can see why they're so enthusiastic, because it's not just the money. It's really the products which are really affecting people in a positive way. And when you're able to do that, when you're able to help a lot of people, some people will make money, but we can help people become a lot healthier and know that, remember, it's preventative. It's, you know, you don't want to rely on health insurance to, you know, if you have a heart attack one day or something like that, you don't want to rely on those kind of things. You don't want to say, okay, great, you know, now I'm at the doctor and and I'm hurting, and then now my family has this financial burden. No, you want to start your prevention now. No matter how healthy you are, sometimes you just need that extra boost because there's a lot of things out there. Now I can go on and talk a lot about nutrition and so on and so forth, but really I'm just really enthusiastic about what I'm doing. Yes, I make a lot of money in this company, but it's the only reason why is because I was able to help people like Vernon, I was able to help people like William, and they want to help other people too. And if you just try out our products, I guarantee you will. And with that, if there's anything else, Mr. Vernon, Mr. William, I'll bring it back to you, and if there's any questions, I'll be available also.
Thanks, Nate. First of all, I want to thank you, Mr. Nate Kalima, for all the support that you've given us in our team, and it shows the result that we're one of the fastest growing team in Drink ACT. And like we said, we are here with families and everything, and just sharing the information, sharing the products to everybody, and looking to go forward with that. And just want to thank you with that. So, guys, what William's gonna do is gonna close everything out. If you guys have any Q&A or questions that you want to ask, we're gonna do it. If you have any questions about the product, we're here to answer all of that. So, with that said, Nate, thank you.
Thanks, Nate.
All right, we'll hit you back.
Okay, no problem.
All right, thanks.